Hey everybody, this is Coe Show. We're going to go over today about how to bind and set up the AR637 for an airplane. You'll see here on my radio, we're going to go into channel assignment. Well, first it's going to be system setup. System setup. You're going to go down to channel assignment. Need you to assign switch G here to gear. I use the switch up here on the top. It's easy for me to get to. And I've got my switch forward would be my high rate, and then middle is my mid rate, and then this would be low rate, gyro or no gyro at all off, basically. So now that you've got that set, you're gonna come back up here to the main screen, and you can turn your radio off now, because we're gonna bind the airplane. And then I'm gonna go over here. Plug this in. You're gonna hit your bind button. I'm a little close to the airplane, so I'm gonna walk away off the camera real quick here. We're gonna hold the bind button down and we're gonna turn it on. So here we are. You have to walk away a little bit to get it to bind. That's the way it'll work. So it's now configuring. So now that you've got that channel assigned, we're going to go down here and go into forward programming. I'm going to show you how to do my radio. Forward programming, gyro settings. You'll see this says first time setup. You're going to click on that. It says make sure the model has been configured, including the wing, the type, the reversing, the travel, the trim, etc. before continuing setup. I just did that off camera. My SIB trims and everything are set. The airplane has level servos. Everything's working. You're going to click next down here at the bottom. Any wing type or channel that has to be changed, you'll have to set it up again. You're just going to click next. So you're just going to keep reading. Set the model level and press continue. Models level. I'm gonna show you that it's level. I'm gonna hit continue now. There is a continue button. Now it says set the model on its nose and press continue. I'm just gonna get it to continue real quick. I'm gonna move this model because you can't see me. I'll put this down. We're now on the nose. I'm gonna hit continue. So you'll see that it set the direction of the way that the receiver sits. So that's done. Putting the plane back on the table now. So now you hit continue. So the gain channel select. Here's where it's offering me switch G. You gotta set the channel and you'll see how your scroller is on it right now. Make it gear. And you see as gear, as I changed it to gear, it went to switch G automatically because it knows on my radio that I'm already set on switch G for that. So we'll go next. And then I guess you would hit apply. So now it's rebooting. Okay, so you'll hear my speed controls beeping right now. Just fine, that's not a problem. I'm also gonna get back, it says click back to the list here. So here, look, we'll go back up to the list. Now since the speed control is not happy, it's a castle, it doesn't like to be unplugged, we're just gonna simply plug it back in. It's all because the power was cut for a second. Okay, and then basically now, that we've got back in here, we're going to set up the gain. So we're going to go back in forward programming, and you're going to see gyro settings. And I'm actually going to go to flight mode setup real quick just to show you that flight mode 1. So I've noticed this before. You've actually got to set this flight mode channel up twice. I don't know why. So here's gear, next. And now look, so when you're on flight mode setup, it actually sets the channel. That's one little thing I've noticed. And then, so that's set. So now when you go to AS3X settings, because you've got to set your gains, we'll go AS3X gains. And you see how this is 40 here. And then when I move my switch, it changes 2, 3, 1. Well, all the gains are the same right now. And I know off the top of my head that these gains are way too high for an aerobatic airplane. So since I've done this before, 17 is pretty good on the roll. 35 is good on pitch. And we'll put 40 on yaw. And this is for big surfaces on a 60-inch airplane. So now you'll see, I click on, if I move my switch, you'll see how it goes to 40 in mid-rate now, and then 40, 40. So since I like my rates lower in mid-rates, that 17 now becomes a 15. And then you can turn this 50 into a 30 because the other one's 35 on my high rate. 30. And then the other one was, here's 40. What is it in the high rate? 40. So we'll put my mid rate on yaw at 35. So you see that my percentages change. Excuse me. And you'll see my percentages change. So this high rate, the switch all the way up towards me would be my off. So just make these 0. You want a 0 gain because you need to be able to trim your airplane, and you can't trim it all the way with the gyro working. So when I take off, I actually fly with no gyro at first, and I trim the airplane with the trim tabs on the radio to get those to get your plane flying straight and all. And that's okay to do with this this receiver. So now that I've got a 0 there, you can see that I've got 15, 30, 35 on mid rate, and then 17, 35, and 40 on high rate. And this is high rate gain and mid rate gain, not rates. So just so you know, so there's your gain. It's all set up. And basically you can see that my flight modes are changing on screen now. So that switch is working. So now if we go back, the priority is essentially, it's basically the gyro only is working in the center of the stick. And as you go out more, this is about where 160 is. 200, I think, is the end of the stick. So it's like there's no gyro on once you get past this area. So 160 is pretty good because in the center here, you have all the control that you need. With the airplane, you know, I'm on the stick and it moves when I move, and then when you let go, it stabilizes. So that's pretty cool. And it's all adjustable. So when you get out of the priority, I'll show you a little more things. There's heading hold in here too. I do not use heading, but you could do this with FPV or something like that. You can keep the plane flying straight on its own without giving it input. And that's kind of sketchy to me, but it does do it. The gain sensitivity one-time thing is basically if you run out of gain, if you have your gain set all the way up to 100 and you still need more, you can hit this button here and you can go 2 times, 3 times, 4 times the amount of gain. So 1 time is good for an aerobatic 3D plane. We're going to leave that there. The fixed adjustable gain, you're actually adjustable on your knob here and the switch G. I don't like that feature. I turn my adjustable gain off because once I set it in that first screen, it's set to me, and I want to be the only one to adjust it. I don't want the switch to have control. So I'm gonna zoom out a little. I'm gonna move my switch back to mid rate, and you'll see that it still says adjustable. So you've got to go through all your rates. I'm gonna make them all fixed because I don't like them to be adjustable on that knob. I'd rather adjust it myself and know that I adjusted it. So there you go. The capture gyro games, I'm not really sure what that means. I just leave it alone. There's some stuff in here that the explanation is kind of hasn't really hit my skull yet. So I'm using my own knowledge basically on how to set these up. So the other settings, you just got fail-safe you can go back into bind mode. You can do a factory reset. If you get real screwed up, you can set it back to what it was and start over. You can restore from backup, and there's save to backup. So you can save these models and things too. Again, I'm not computer literate, so it's stuff that I don't use. It makes it easier on me not to touch that stuff. But your gyro settings, you know, basically all your, there's also safe. I don't use safe because I'm an advanced pilot. So if you did want safe, if you click on this first time safe setup, I'm not going to, but when you do, it walks you through another path and you can set up safe and your angle limits and all that. So that is a Tom Caldwell video if you guys want to learn about that. So that's it on the airplane, I believe. If you're gonna, you know, with me, I've already set up all my travels. I do use a dual rate and expo switch. I use just like my helicopters, I've got rates. Here's my high rate aileron, and then you'll see it goes to 90 and then even lower. And basically, you know, these rates here are for, you know, ailerons, elevator, and rudder. And when I'm doing my crazy extreme aircraft maneuvers, I've got a lot of rate in it. So here's some of those new servos in the plane. They're really fast. They're pretty quiet. You can really see the expo in my wing too when I move my stick. I slow down in the center here and get faster in the end. So cool, that's it. Anyway, that's how you guys set up your AS3X and a little bit about dual rates. This video is long enough, 12 minutes is good for me. Thanks for watching, hope you learned something.